Greetings, Blulady Intuition family. I hope that you all are doing well, and I hope that the new year is what you had expected so far. You know, January is going by much more quickly than I had anticipated. I find the month of January to be very, snail like, but this year, we're just about halfway through. But collective, I am coming to you to bring you this message that I received. And the message that I received is that some of you will be appointed a new team. Now, I had this dream the other night where there was this lady who needed to get from point A to point B. I didn't really have much information on where she was going. I just know she was seeking a ride to get to where she was going. And a gentleman had pulled up in his car. She was familiar with him. She didn't quite know him, but she was familiar enough with him to at least know his first name. So she called out to him and she asked, "Which direction are you going in? Are you going in the north? Are you going in the south?" And in response, that gentleman responded, "I will take you where you need to go." And there wasn't any question, it wasn't any cut ups or conditions. He just simply offered his services to this lady, right? And when I woke up from that dream, I sat with that for a while. I did a bit of meditation, and what I had received was that there is a collective group of people that will be appointed a new team in this new chapter of their lives, right? Now, the team that you had, or the circle of people that you had in the previous season, the previous chapter, whichever you resonate with, the previous team or circle won't be equipped for what you are about to receive in this new chapter of your life. As a matter of fact, while I was meditating, I received the message that they are, in fact, prohibited from going with you in this new season, right? Because season before really was a trial season for God and the universe to see who is worthy of being with you as you step into your new life, right? It was really a trial season. Yes. I believe and I think that for the most part 2024 was it was a trying year. It wasn't the easiest year. Some of you may have had better years is what I'm getting, right? It was a year of lessons, challenges, setbacks, growth. It was simply for some just really all over the place. And what you were experiencing, while it may have been a trial for your circle at that time, it was really a training period for you that was meant to equip you for the new position that you would receive going forward, right? Some of you have So many blessings coming your way, right? I know in the spiritual community they say blessings, but some of you have so many blessings coming your way because what you went through in the last cycle, right? And one of the things that you have earned was the appointment of new teammates, a new circle, a circle that would appreciate you in this present state and will appreciate you in your future state. You see, what I heard was, what I received was the team that you were with in your previous season. They cannot pass go. They cannot collect $200. They do not have the bandwidth and the discernment to be able to survive with you in the next season, right? These individuals, what I'm getting is that some of these individuals, they were elated to see you experience setbacks and maybe challenges and downfalls, right? They were elated about those things because to them, in their minds, they feel as though you are the type of person who gets what they want when they want. They see you as someone who is lucky, someone who doesn't have to work as hard to achieve the things that they want in life as well as out of life. But little do they know, or little do they know, is that you are one of the toughest soldiers out there. The amount of obstacles and wars that you would have faced, whether it be in public or behind closed doors, they don't even have the backbone to experience those things and come out the way you have, which is unscathed and untouched. Yes, you may have came out of it limped. You may have came out of it with a bruise, but you always manage to come out of it to see another day. You're not one of those individuals who allow life to happen to them, but it is individuals from your circle who look at you with envy and jealousy in their hearts. Some of you may even notice that whenever they have the opportunity, they will remind you of where you came from. They will remind you of the pain and or the suffering that you may have endured in the previous season of your life. They it's almost like they're that what if. They always remind you to have a backup, like if something won't go right. And some of you have picked up on it, some of you have noticed it. Some of you have noticed that the energy around them is an energy where they are not allowed to just be in the present. They won't enjoy the present moment. They are always worrying about the what ifs. They are their own worst enemy, but they project that onto you. I'm sure some of you have noticed it, but these are the individuals that their support of you during those obstacles or during those setbacks or even during your demise, those were the individuals that prayed for your downfall, prayed for you to fail. But little did they know was that God always kept his eyes, his or her eyes on you, always kept watch, always knew their hearts, always knew what they were saying about you behind closed doors. Some of them you would accommodate them, some of them you would have confided in. And as the year progressed, you would have seen their mask fall to the floor and you would have seen exactly who they are. And once that was revealed to you, you adjusted your position, not just in their life, but your position in general. The energy that you put out there, you were now calling it back to you and putting it into the things that mattered, the things that brought you joy. Because you see, little did they know is that by having you around them, things were working off in their life. They were feeding off of your energy, whether consciously or subconsciously. But that was the power of your energy when you were around them. Things worked out for them. But now that you have redirected your energy to place it on yourself, for some of you, yourself and your family, they no longer have access to your light. And so for some of you, you will start to see them fall by the wayside because perhaps some of them are now saying to others or anyone who has the time to listen to them, they are saying that you've changed. And to be fair, you have, but not in the ways that they think. You've transformed, you've elevated. Some of you have raised your frequency. And so, of course, to them, you will begin to look and move like a different person. Some of you, by the end of this year, will be completely unrecognizable to these individuals. But you have been able to turn those obstacles into new opportunities. And that is something, that is a gift that they do not possess. Yeah, they have no problem reminding you of what you went through because they themselves have a spirit of misery attached. That they could never turn things around the way you are able to turn things around for yourself. And truth be told, collective, they admire you, but they don't have the words or the maturity to convey that to you and ask you to teach them the ways, teach them your ways. Instead, they take on this competitive spirit or this hater type of spirit, which all means that you're doing the right things. But in this particular season that you are entering into, they will not have access to the things that brought you joy, considering the fact that they celebrated your setbacks and your demise. They were the audience in your last season to watch you go through the things that you went through so that in this season, they are only able to observe from afar the blessings that you are receiving, blessing after blessing after blessing. And so, collective, anticipate and look forward to the new team that you are about to be appointed. A circle that will appreciate and serve you as needed and as necessary. A circle who would appreciate where you are presently. They won't be too concerned with your past self because the purpose for them in your life is to assist you presently and possibly even in the future. You know, God said not everybody could come with you where you are going to next. Some of them were simply there just to teach you a lesson. And so, with that, this has been Blue Lady Intuition. I hope that this message finds the collective that this was intended for. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care, collectives. Bye bye.